Hey, it's Leonard here. So welcome back to Breakdown of the Week 2. So this week we'll be breaking down one of the emails from Brian McCarthy. So if you're not sure about Brian, he's an personal development copywriter and he also does case study stuff. So he has a free book on that. You can go check it out as on his website, marketingwithbrian.com. Right, so without further ado, let's jump into today's breakdown. Right. So, with this headline, this is so I was when I was choosing this email, right? I didn't choose him intentionally. So, based in my Gmail folder, right? There's like different copywriters, different emails from different copywriters. So I segregate them together, separately. So, when I was scrolling through, right? So I was just clicking through names, and I saw this interesting email. So I was choosing based on subject lines. So when I saw this subject line, this is a work email with a emoji upside down. So I thought it was interesting, so I clicked into it, and then it began with a very soft opening. So when I first started copywriting, I had a messed up relationship with work. I thought that working hard meant suffering. So I would sit at the computer until my eyes bled writing copy. So by the end of the day, I was so worn out. I was barely a human. I was zoned out. I had zoned out, unable to interact with people, and I thought that it was a good thing. I thought grinding myself into numb like that meant I was working hard. So this is a false belief that he has it when he's starting out. So it's just talking about what he is in the past. So and then a coach he was working with pointed out the difference between working hard that's satisfying and work hard that's draining. So hard work, satisfying hard work leaves you exhausted but in a good way. Your brain and or body may be tired, but your spirit is energized. Yeah. So for example, I do jujitsu for 2 hours on Saturday morning. So after that, I usually so spend I'm usually so spent I can barely move. So I just plop down on the couch and try to summon the strength to chew a donut, and it feels great. Uh, so a coach pointed out that problem that Brian has it. So that's when he has a belief shift in his mind. Then after that, he used an example to explain uh what satisfying hard work is. Okay, so and then he do segue from jujitsu to work. So that work can be that way too. So sometimes I crank out a case study until my brain turns to mesh, but it feels good. I feel like I accomplished something and left it all on the field. So this is the segue, and then he's switching focus to work hard that's draining as well. So on top right, he talk about hard work that's satisfying. But over here, he's of switching the focus to hard work that's draining as well. So the thing I didn't realize about hard work that's draining was that it actually made me worse at my work. So because when you are grinding yourself into ground, you are not as creative. Projects that taken that could take 30 minutes end up taking 2 hours, and my writing wasn't as good. It was tense and rigid because I was tense and rigid. And and it was and it also makes your life kind of crappy because you have left you have got nothing left for friends, family, or even hobbies you enjoy. So when he switched the focus to hard work that's training, right, he doesn't really just talk about explaining about that phrase, but he actually uh put down more sentence about that kind of hard work. So he actually explains thoroughly about it, right? So that made me see it's not just about working hard. It's about working hard at things that satisfy you. So after he talked about himself, he made a conclusion statement, and then he switched his focus from himself to other people. So this is by switching this, right, so it's kind of like having more perspective about the things. So the hook that is he's writing here, right, is about working hard that's satisfying comparing to working hard that's draining. So by having this different perspective from his own experience and other people, right, uh is more convincing. Yeah, and the entire email is more convincing. Yeah, so when people work hard at things that don't satisfy them, it is usually because they think it will lead to some external thing, and they think that external thing will satisfy them. So like the investment banker who buzzed about to make a ton of money, get a fancy job title and a house in Houston. Then she gets those things and realize it didn't quite bring the happiness that was advertised. So or simply gets burnt out. People working hard at things that satisfy them are the ones who are on something. They are already winning onto something. They are already winning. So okay, so this is the difference between hard work that's satisfying and hard work that's draining in others people's perspective. Yeah. Like he's putting other people in the example other than himself. Yeah, so that's one thing I help entrepreneurs and freelancers with, helping them enjoy the journey rather than being stuck in that cycle of grinding it out and feel like crap in the hopes that one day you will hit some income level and will make you happy. Yeah, so because when the work is satisfying, you are willing to do more, which helps your business take off. So and you are able to still have a life and enjoy yourself because you're not putting your happiness off to some future date when the circumstances are right. So you are focused on having a meaningful, rewarding life now and in the future. So he's actually positioning himself as the bridge that help people get from working on things that burn them out to working on things that satisfy them. So you see, that's one thing I helped entrepreneurs with. So from here to here, that's what he does. Yeah. So okay, I don't really have an ending to the email, so I just gotta go. But have a great day. Uh so let me summarize this entire email up. First he talked about himself, and then he's comparing the two kinds of hard work. So about himself, and then he transitioned to other people. So he's explaining the two kinds of hard work from using other people's as an example. Yeah. And then he ended this email with that's one thing I help entrepreneurs with that. So yep. So okay, so here right is a smart move for daily broadcast emails. So this is to remind your readers that there's some ways that you can help them when they are ready. So PS, whenever you are ready, right, here are some ways I can help you. So this this is like the what what I always think that emails does for daily broadcast emails. It's about reminding them that you have some products or services that is over there. Yeah. So the purpose of sending daily broadcast emails, right, is just to provide value and let them know that you are there in their inbox. And you have this kind of box over here, right, is just to get them to click or get them to uh reply to an email if they want this kind of service. Yeah. All right. So the summary notes here is about this email is that it is very simple and easy to read, and is very thorough. That's the entire email is full of examples and personal experience. So it's very thorough. It has a very thorough explanation with examples lah. Yeah. So one thing that could have increased conversion, right? So it's because is since he has already positioned himself as the bridge that can get entrepreneurs of and freelancers from working on things that satisfy them to working on things that drain them to working on things that satisfy them, right? So he really act as a bridge that can help them transit from the bad side to the good side. So why he could have just sold a program to them when he's ending this email. Yeah. So instead of ending without and in ending this email without an ending, he could have promoted a program or course for the reader. Yeah. To get them from the bad situation to the good situation. Yeah. So that's one thing that I think he could have done to increase the conversion. Yeah. So that's all for this breakdown for the week. And if you like this email, uh I mean, this breakdown, just leave a comment below or subscribe to it. Yeah, you can do both as well. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. So, all right. See you next week.